Unit 9 Inheritance, Topic 9.5 Creating References Using Inheritance Hierarchies. When we say that a class S is a class T, T is referred to as a superclass, and S is referred to as a subclass. In this example, vehicle is a superclass, while scooter, bicycle, and car are subclasses. If S is a subclass of T, then assigning an object of type S to a reference of type T facilitates polymorphism. Let's break this statement down. Poly means many, and morphism means forms. In other words, polymorphism means many forms. Inheritance lets us inherit attributes and methods from another class. Polymorphism uses those methods to perform different tasks. We stated that the object calling the method holds the power over that method. Remember the overriding speak method across the superclass animal and the subclasses dog, cat, and duck. Notice how the overridden method speak will return different string values specific to the type of object that calls it. In other words, the method speak can take on many forms based on the object that calls it. The concepts of polymorphism can be a little confusing, so let's review some common terms in Java before we use them. On the left side of our assignment, we declare our variable with a specific reference type. In this case, our reference type is a student, and our variable name is student1. To the right side, we instantiate the object using a specific object type. In this example, we are creating a student object and assigning it to the student1 variable. Student on the left is the reference type. The student constructor on the right is the object type. These are usually the same. However, they can be different. An object can be instantiated with a type S and declared with a type T. In other words, I can declare a variable on the left side with a superclass, then instantiate it on the right with a subclass. Doing so facilitates polymorphism. If S is a subclass of T, then a reference of type T can be used to refer to an object of type T or S. What does that mean? Declaring a variable using the superclass reference type allows us to create the object using either the superclass or any of the subclasses for that superclass. In this example, the reference type or superclass is person. Notice on the right, I can instantiate using a person, a student, or a teacher constructor. Notice, when the superclass is the reference type, you can have either a superclass or a subclass as the object type. So why would we do this? The short answer is to facilitate polymorphism. We can take advantage of that in several ways. The first is related to formal parameters in a method. By using a type T parameter, we can pass the method any object of type T or type S. Another common use is in creating arrays and array lists. Remember that arrays and array lists have to have all the same type of object. However, if this object is of type T, then the array or array list can store any T or S objects. In this example, we are going to look at how we can use a type T as a formal parameter. We start by creating two objects. Notice that both our objects use a reference type of a person, but one object is created as a person and the other as a student. We then use a static method that takes a person as an input, and we can call a method from the person class. We then use a static method that takes a person as an input, and we can call a method from the person class to print out both the jobs person object and the Lovelace student object. In a similar example, we once again create our person and student object. This time, we are going to place them into an array of type person. Even though the Lovelace variable is a student, we are able to combine it in the same person array with the jobs variable. We can then use an enhanced for loop or a for each loop to print out the objects. Notice that the for each loop assigns both the jobs and Lovelace variables to the person enhanced loop variable and then prints them out. The class hierarchy that we saw earlier in the unit can also play a role in polymorphism. By using a superclass in our declaration, we enable our variables to take on different forms. The 9.5 daily videos 1 and 2 explore types of object references in more detail along with practice questions.